And if you've been watching some of my recent tutorials, I've been using Mask AI to give me that extra creamy soft bokeh in flower photography, which is something I specialize in. But today I thought, well, wouldn't it be cool if I could get extra bokeh out of a lifestyle image, okay? And so I have this image right here. It looks like this, and I wanted to get that little extra bokeh, and now it looks like this using Mask AI. Now to sell this effect, I had to use Mask AI and Photoshop. I'm going to show you everything I did to get it to this point. I'm also linking this image in the description below. That way you can download it and follow along with me. It's a great way of learning. Hey, so let's get into this, and let's blur this background. We're starting out here in Photoshop. I duplicated the background layer. And now we're going to come up here to filter, and let's go ahead and launch Topaz Mask AI. And then we're going to let Mask AI auto detect our subject. So let's go ahead and do that. Auto detect subjects. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to get a keep brush right across here, and I'm just going to draw a line like this. Okay, and get a paint bucket and green paint bucket and fill this in here. Fill these computes in here. And let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit and see what we missed on our subjects here. So I'm going to go and get a compute brush and make it a little bit smaller with my left bracket key and just paint around the shoes here. Make sure I get these laces in. Okay, this area right in here. Look up around the hair, everything looks pretty good in there. Maybe widen this compute area out right in here a little bit. Okay, compute right there. I don't want to miss any of that. And let's see if it'll get this. It may or may not get this area right in here, but we'll see. And let's zoom back out. And we are on the AI mask mode, and I think we're going to need it here, so let's go ahead and click compute, and we're almost there. Okay, so now we're cut out here. Awesome. Yeah, it did miss this area here, but we'll fix it. Let's go ahead and go to background. Let's do a blur background here and figure out how much blur we want, because we're trying to simulate a shallow depth of field here. We just want to isolate our subjects, so I'm going to give them a fair amount of blur, but I want it to look realistic. But I want our models to stand out. Okay, now I'm zooming in and just examining my mask, and I'm going to use my cut brush, my keep brush, and my compute brush just to tweak this mask up on some edges, some areas that I need to help Mask AI out a little bit with. But it's just a simple matter of giving a little tap and a little bit of paint. And then I'm going to go ahead and speed this up. And I'll talk you through it as I go along here. Okay, so we're sped up now, and I'm using my cut brush, my keep brush, my compute brush, just painting little areas. Now you'll notice at times I'll be painting on the left side, I'll be painting on the right side. You can paint on either side, it'll work. And here I made a mistake. I was actually getting rid of the shoe, and I had to come in and fix it. And I'm just working on little spots on here, and then I think I go back up to the boot because I missed a couple little areas in there. But just be very careful and go around and just see if it missed any little spots. But just give it a little paint and it fixes it right up. It's very simple, and it's very, very smart and very intelligent, and it does a really great job around the hair. And I'm almost done. Let's go ahead and zoom back out. Okay, you know what, let's zoom in just to really take a look at our subject here. And yeah, you can see the hair is cut out beautifully. Everywhere looks good. But really take the time to examine that image, because that's important. Now, don't worry about this straight line across here, because we're going to take care of this in Photoshop here, okay? That's why I drew that line across there. Okay, so look at the image on the left. That's the original. This is the background. Now, I think you'll agree with that extra blur. It's going to really pull our subjects out. They're going to really be, set apart. And that's at 19. I think that's going to be pretty good. And then we could always pull the exposure back if we wanted to a little bit. But I think I'm just going to leave everything the way it is, because I just want to deal with the blur at this point, and I think we're going to be good. Now all we have to do is click apply, and after we click apply, we have two options. We can either use composite or transparent. Now transparent will send us back in with a layer mask, and disregard the blurred background, but we want to send it in as a composite with the blurred background. So let's just go ahead and click composite. And here we are back in Photoshop. Now we got to get rid of this line across here. Okay, so now we have to really sell this image. We're simulating a shallow depth of field. So we have the camera, the focus is here, and it gets gradually out of focus as it goes back, and we blurred this background out using Mask AI. Now we have to get rid of this line right here and transition across there. So I'm going to get a brush, a nice big brush tool that is fully soft, in other words 0% hardness, okay? And I'm going to go right outside of my image right here, and you'll notice I have my opacity at 30%. I'm going to left click my mouse, click and drag right across that line. One time, release the mouse click. Click and drag back through. That's the second time. Click and drag back through. That's the third time. Release the click. Click one more time. Drag back through. Okay, so now if we option click this layer mask, we can see what it looks like. See that nice soft feathered mask right there? And let's zoom into this image so we can really see that transition there. Okay, so that's looking really nice. I'm going to disable the layer mask. I'm going to hold the shift key down and click on the layer mask. See the little X there? And look at that. There's the before and there's the after. Look how nice that transition worked out. Let's zoom back out. Looks really awesome. Let's see the original and compare it to the blurred background. I love it. Well, there it is. Mask AI to soften a lifestyle image background. Okay. If you've been watching some of my videos lately, you'll know that I've been using a lot of Mask AI with my flower photography, which I specialize in, and it does a wonderful job. And today I thought, hey, wouldn't it be great if I could put it to the test and throw a lifestyle image at it, okay? And it did a really great job. Now, to sell this effect today, to soften this background and to make that depth of field look proper, I had to use Photoshop to help me out here too. So I needed Photoshop and Mask AI. So you might want to go back and watch this one again. I think it'll help. Also, as I said earlier, I have a link in the description below in case you want to download this image and try it out for yourselves. Hey, if you enjoyed this tutorial today, please give it a like and share it with your friends. If you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and click that bell notification icon. And then every time I upload a new tutorial, you'll be notified about it.